So here we are in Payson, Utah. Doing what?
Doing what we do best. Nothing.
Pretty much.
Sitting around.
We solved all the world's problems so far, haven't we?
I think so, at least for today. Bel Air to a 4-year-old throw down shit fit because he couldn't get the video to work.
I got some drone footage, so that's
We got drone footage, yeah.
We can give that to the Maverick heads up guys tomorrow. The Maverick CEO group that's turning up at 8 o'clock with donuts and coffee, apparently.
Third driver went to bed. He's like 80 going on 90.
Well, wait a minute. That's
Robert.
Yeah, Robert. But wait a minute. How old are you?
66. Going on 67.
Bullshit.
Oh.
Really? 67? I thought you were 70 going on 80.
I just act that way.
And
I just drive that way.
And you're poking holes in Robert because he's 80 going on 90?
God, I hope I'm out of the truck time I get that old.
Yeah, he is kind of, yeah. I mean, bless his soul. God bless.
When you're hurting so bad you can't throw straps, it's time to give it up.
Oh, wait a minute. He did say that did he pay somebody to throw those straps?
Lane, over there at NOV.
He gave Lane $20 to throw the
20 bucks
straps?
to throw straps, yeah, because he said his pinched nerve or whatever was hurting so bad he couldn't throw the straps.
Sciatica, yeah.
Sciatica.
Oh, Lane. Oh, we got some needles to stick in Lane, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Something more than the usual.
Well, have you actually tried giving Lane some money for services? I mean, not those kind of services, obviously, but...
No, he does us for free.
He doesn't do much for us for free, that's for sure.
Poor Lane got passed over, and now he's got fucking pissy attitude about everything.
I wouldn't say pissy. He is very lackluster when it comes to anything that he has to do.
You know, it's not his problem if it falls off the truck, right?
No, we got it here intact. That's the main thing.
Put him away the rum cake.
No, leave it out.
Bel Air's had enough.
We're gonna have some rum cake. It's his wife's rum cake. So, Pat, when did you start driving a truck, and why did you start driving a truck?
Well, most recently started driving a truck was in
We're 2000 right now, so... When was the first time you drove a Class 8 truck?
2002, I think.
Okay, that was 2 years.
02.
2 years before I got here. So 23 years ago. And what was you doing that for? You said something about rock buggy.
2000. No, it's 2021. No, 01. 01.
01.
01. Well,
Where did you get your...
I started driving a truck because I needed a job.
Okay, where'd you get your license at?
Out of a box of Cracker Jacks.
No, seriously, where'd you get them from?
Well, this guy hired me. I had trucks and run a mail back and forth from Tulsa to
McAllister?
Muskogee. At night.
Yeah.
And so he basically trained me. And then I took one of those trucks and went and tested. And that's how I started. And I ran mail for, 12 years. Two for him, doing that possum run. I called it the possum run because felt like a possum driving all night long, sleeping during the day.
Oh, nocturnal, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the night runs.
And then a much bigger company out of Grand Prairie, Texas, had a bunch of mail contracts. I got hired on with them. And we ran loaded Tulsa and then Oklahoma City, on and off there, and then went down and relayed trailers with a truck coming up from Houston. And I did that for almost 12 years until I lost that contract.
2002 to 2014.
Well, maybe it
13,
wasn't 12.
14.
Might have been 8, 9 years. I have to add backwards.
You started doing hot shot, didn't you?
Started doing hot shot in 15.
Okay, that's when I bought a truck, so
Yeah.
that's 10 years ago.
Yeah. So after the Bancroft, doing the dedicated, which was a sweet job.
The black trucks.
Yep. Paid good. Worked 3 days a week. Had 4 days a week off.
Good deal.
Yeah.
How much a year?
60.
That's not bad for 3 days on and
That's
4
not
days
bad.
off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lots of time to go fish
Yep. Yeah.
during the week because
Yep.
I ran the weekend. The truck didn't run Mondays. I ran Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
But probably the most interesting thing you've ever done in trucking is running the same route over and over, back and forth at night, which is a great thing, and
Yeah.
really keeps you intrigued and interested.
Yeah. Well, you can do it with your eyes closed.
Yes, you can.
So, you can sleep and drive at the same time. We call that multitasking.
Multitasking these days.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got burnt out on that, obviously.
Was it an income thing or just a burned out on the whole deal?
I just got burned out on the whole deal. Just
Yeah.
running the same road. I knew every crack. I knew everything. Wasn't interesting anymore.
Same with us with Parsons to Rialto twice a week. Yep, know that deal.
It's like Groundhog Day every day.
So what got you onto hot shot, and you're one of those dirty people running a pickup truck with a dirty gooseneck trailer.
Yeah, stealing that freight from
For like
from
$1 a mile
real truck
from
drivers.
the real Class 8 truck drivers with 5 axles at least.
Yeah, I'm still doing that.
Well, I know you are, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. So what did you do? Buy a pickup truck and a gooseneck trailer and go hot shot trucking?
I seen a guy in the town I lived in at the time, in Coweta, Oklahoma, and I seen his truck and trailer parked. And one day he was there, so I stopped and visited with him about what he was doing, who he was leased to, tried to find out everything about the job. And it was Acme out of Louisiana, and they did probably almost 100% oil field. And sort of intrigued me. So I went into the rigmarole of getting hired on with them, and then had 30 days to run out and procure a truck and a trailer and get everything set up, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, there we went.
Off you went. What kind of freight did they run?
Oh, it was all oil field. Not pipe, but downhole pumps.
Yep.
Mostly downhole pumps for Baker Hughes out of Tulsa. They'd pull them out. Somebody'd run them up to Baker Hughes. They'd rebuild them.
Recondition them, run them back down.
They'd bring them in the morning. They'd recondition them during the day, and then we'd pick them up between 10 and 11 o'clock at night and deliver them the following morning.
Okay.
So it kind of put the well on about a 24-hour turnaround. And they're trying to minimize downtime.
How long with them until you figured out?
A little over 5 years, about 5.5 years.
Well, it must have been good for 5 years.
Yeah, but after COVID, everything got weird, and again, it was predominantly running at night, and I was just really getting tired of being a possum.
Was you running? Did you have to run paper logs or
No,
e-logs or just?
yeah, it was
You just kind of
e-logs.
ran.
It was e-logs.
Okay. Oh, e-logs.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then a guy who's passed away, Tony Hawkins, he was leased with Acme too, and he had been with Landstar before, and he went back to Landstar, and then he convinced me I needed to get leased on with Landstar, and so that's what I did.
And you found that. Were you looking for a hot shot setup with Landstar? Because I'll take a video of your truck later on and patch it in so people understand. But you're running a Pete 377
385,
385.
which is a 377. It's just a single axle
It's a
factory model.
2004. It's a single screw
Single screw.
with a 48 step deck on it. So you're basically a Class 8 hot shot setup. Did you go out looking for that truck or just?
Yeah, I did because originally I was pulling the gooseneck.
Yep.
And so, it just made sense to just do it with the single axle and get away from a pickup truck because they're too expensive and you wear them out too fast.
Right.
And so went this route. Plus the advantage of not that it's much of a sleeper, but it's a sleeper.
Yep.
You got a bed, a little more room, a little more comfort.
It's a legal coffin sleeper.
Right. And so then Tony helped me out a lot with Landstar, getting to know the corporate ropes and whatever, and agents and all that stuff. And so it just slowly evolved from there, and then I got to know some agents, and now I'm just semi-retired, and I just
Piddle along.
Run when I want and when I need money,
and bother me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sounds fair. Well, I mean, how much does it limit you running on the board for weight wise? So your plate allows you to go to 54,000?
54 is what, I'm permit to.
Okay, so what's the maximum weight you can carry for a load?
About 26, a little over, between 26 and 27, but I'd keep it to 26, and that way I know I'm not going to go over.
So these loads that we're hauling that are 20,000 pounds are a no-brainer, and this one you're taking out of Utah back to
25.
Oklahoma, 25. You can scale that, no problem.
Yeah. Which the biggest problem is that single axle, because even though it's a 23 500-pound axle, you can only legally
scale 20 on
it
on a single axle. Yeah.
And
but if there's plenty of freight that is under 25,000 pounds available on the board, whether it needs whatever it needs,
and it pays just as much as the
45,000 pound loads.
So why carry the heavy loads?
Yeah.
It limits your options, but
I've never seen much sense in running a 5-axle setup and being capable to stripping it as much weight as you can off, so you can scale like 45 to 50,000 pound loads or a 50,000 pound coil on a trailer that can barely accept it, versus looking for PVC pipe or like roofing shingles or a big fiberglass tank hanging off the back a few feet that pays the same.
Right. And as well, I mean, I'm not telling you anything.
No, you're always telling me something, Pat.
Well, I'm just trying to school you sometimes, but I mean, you can haul oversized light loads and make damn near twice the money per mile than you can haul super heavy legal loads.
Yep.
So
now this is dangerous territory, because if people were to hear this that run like, well, I'm 6 axles right now, but if you went 7, 8, 9 with RGN in that world, yeah, you're right. You can. I'll just shut up right now, but yes, you have a point there.
Yeah, I mean, if you start getting into but I'm just talking about 5-axle where you can scale 40,000 or 44,000 versus me 4-axle. Their freight's not paying that much more than what I'm hauling oversized, if it's paying that much, and I'm not carrying the weight. I'm not wearing that extra 4 tires on that drive
Yeah.
and all the other.
Double frame, super horsepower.
Yeah, you get into the real heavy haul stuff. Yeah, there's big money there. I mean, there's big money, but there's big investment too.
Big investment and risk
So,
as well.
at my age, part of it was my age decision.
How old are you again? 34?
Yeah.
44? 37.
Going on 40.
Going on 40, okay.
Yeah.
You look a little older than 40.
Actually, what I did is when I turned 50, every birthday I started going backwards.
49, 48,
So I'm
47,
34.
46. So you're about 34 now.
Yeah, 34. You had it right.
I'm going to have to run the calculator on that one.
There's one stuck to your dash.
Yes, there is. It's a Casio calculator.
Old school.
That's all that truckers need.
You haven't found that calculator on your phone yet?
There is one. Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
It's too hard to use. I just use the solar-powered one. It's easier. What did we do yesterday, Pat? We were down and running across 40. We ran across 40 west to Gallup, exit 20, 491 north, turned off there. What happened?
That's a damn good question.
We was on the CB radio.
Come up to that
We
stoplight.
was on 33 because we'd gotten sick of the BS on 19.
Well, 25. We have
25,
25, and then 28,
30,
and then
28 went to 33 to get a clear channel. And I got around the corner and you said, I've lost all my air pressure.
Yep. Had all the bells and whistles and lights, and my air pressure's just falling.
So you got around the corner.
So I managed to get around the corner before I lost everything, and she locked up. And got off the main road. Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
And went to looking and digging and crawling. Figured out we lost a brake pod on the driver's side. So we went to Remy in that situation.
Which is park on the shoulder.
And thank God for Bel Air.
Her had
who had the proper tools to pinch the airline off and stop the air leak.
Pair of vice grips. And figure out how to get that one.
And then we had to go back to the trailer to find a caging bolt because they were missing on the truck. And we found a caging bolt and got it off.
That.
And then we couldn't get the caging bolt to go in the slot.
It was kind of slightly off center.
Had to beat it in with a hammer, but we got it in.
Turn that round. Apply brake. Release
Spit
brake.
on it, applied enough force, we got it in.
A little bit of Vaseline. Got it caged up. Brake line pinched off. Turn around. Find a place that has a maxi chamber with a short and a long stroke, because we're not quite sure what we got, but I'm pretty sure it was a short stroke. Get around to there, but that's 3:34, 3:45, 4 in the afternoon. Be going home at 5. We got the chamber. Can we do it? I don't think so, but if you get to us, you can get the chamber and figure it out from yourself. Race around there, find where they are, get in there, and thankfully they had the gumption to suck you for $363.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, for a brake chamber and an hour and a half labor.
But we were back on the road.
Back on the road, and I'm still missing my vice grips.
Yeah.
But there's a Napa auto parts still.
We're gonna take care. We'll remedy that tomorrow at the parts house
tomorrow.
So it was a blessing, really. I mean, $350 blessing, but could have been a heck of a lot worse. If we'd been another 50, 60 miles north when that happened.
Oh, coming down one of those grades.
Yeah, coming down one of those grades
on US 6.
Could have been a truck wreck.
Yeah, that could have been a truck wreck right there.
Yeah. So it was all good, really.
How long do you think you're gonna keep beating the roads?
Well, a year ago I would have said last year was going to be the last year, and I was going to start collecting Social Security in January of this year. But Then last year I decided that I was going to sell my gooseneck and buy the step deck so I could haul a little bit longer tanks.
Yep.
And
The
maybe
step
that
deck
would,
you got now?
yeah.
Yep.
And I was hoping that that would open up more opportunity with the tanks, and it did. And just the economy and things changing the election. So far this year have been, well, my revenue the first 2 months of this year was 40% higher than last year.
Yep.
40% more revenue, 20% less miles.
Okay.
So that's good. That's all moving in the right direction.
Yep.
So now I'm thinking, as long as my health is okay, I'm definitely going to drive this year, and when we get towards the end of this year, we'll reevaluate. And
But you are looking into one of these big sleepers, aren't you?
yeah, I'm thinking about stepping out of that coffin box, which you'll see a picture of that tomorrow.
He only wants 110,000 for
Only
it.
110.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going from a $7,000 truck and a $14,000 trailer that's paid for to a $110,000 note for a truck.
You could pay cash for it, couldn't you?
Well, that'd be silly.
Well, yeah, okay. You could write off the interest on it. True. You could swing the note. You could take the note for a while. You could buy cash outright.
I
But that'd
could,
be silly.
but I don't want to.
Yeah, don't
Because
blame
if
me.
something happens, I want to leave what I got in investments. Now, what I can do is I can borrow against those investments, and I can either pay a interest and principal or just interest only loan.
Yeah.
And then that's only going to cost me $8,000 to $10,000 a year interest, and I'm still earning the money that the investment's earning. And I have a big fancy ride like you.
Like this old piece of crap here.
Yeah.
But yeah, about 20 years newer. Yeah, I don't know.
And if the economy keeps rolling and prices on these trucks keep going up, there's a very good chance I can sell it in a couple of years for what I paid for it.
Well, that's the problem, I think, with those $100,000 trucks or $90,000 or $75,000 trucks when they hit that age, when it's that 10-year gap, is the banks won't offer you finance even with good, because there's no collateral there, just
Right.
their rules that they won't.
Yeah, so it limits you to pretty much, cash buyers or.
But yeah, for what he's asking for 110, I think you can get for 75, 80, 90. Cash is king, and not many people have cash to.
Yeah, so that would be good, but I'm still contemplating on that. Tempted. But I've lived in that little truck for, well, this summer will be 4 years now. And it's like Pavlov's dog. You get used to it, and
Ring the
now it
bell.
becomes your comfort zone. So, I mean, there's some inconveniences of it, but what it has done is it kept me from going out there and staying out there on the road for weeks at a time.
Because you couldn't stand it after about a week.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it. So, you got me to going out for 3, 4, 5 days, come home, be home 2, 3 days to 2 weeks, and then go back out and run for a few days.
Yeah.
Which has been working out pretty good, and I kind of like that. Be on the road 3 or 4 days, be home 2 or 3 days, be back on the road 3 or 4 days. That's not bad.
What'd you do before Bancroft? Running mail. Bancroft's still running mail, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I still see them up and down.
Oh
but
yeah,
I
they're trucks.
figure they're team trucks.
They run east and west all the time. They run all over the place.
What did you do before then?
Well, I worked for myself before them and doing construction, because
What kind of construction?
home maintenance, upgrades, you know, fixes, remodels, light, small remodels. But because I'd done that before when I was younger, and so it was kind of a fallback, you know. But there just wasn't the interest or really the money in it for me. And then before that, I worked at American Airlines.
What? You never
Yeah,
told me this story.
yeah.
As a airline pilot,
No,
co-pilot, baggage baggage handler,
stewardess.
stewardess. I bet you'd look really pretty in a skirt.
Oh, I did. The shorter the better.
They have stockings back in the that would have been the 50s, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Where they had the kind of fishnet stockings,
yeah.
kind of short skirts, and
Oh, yeah. Garter belts.
all the makeup, garter belts. No bells and whistles cap on you.
No bells and whistles.
Okay. Comb your hair and everything. What did you do?
No, I
What
worked
did you do
at
for the airlines?
Tulsa A&E, their maintenance, and I worked in a shop there and rebuilt igniters and exciters,
Okay.
little things that start them big jet engines.
Yeah.
And got burnt out after about 3 years of sitting in a little old shop with the same old damn people listening to their effing problems. And
Was it a union job or?
oh yeah, a
Okay.
union job.
Enough
And
said,
it's
enough
just,
said about
you
that.
know, get apart, take it apart, diagnose it, fix it, put it back together, tag it, put it on the shelf, go get another part.
Same thing over
Kind of
and
like
over.
driving that truck down that same road day after day after day.
Well, that's different because the scenery changes out the windshield. But
Well, that's
yeah,
true.
in a small office or in a workshop where you got parts and I imagine you're sitting at a desk and
Yeah,
yeah,
at a
that would,
bench
for 3 years. You put up with that for 3 years.
for 3 years. Yeah.
Okay. Was the pay good?
Not really, but the
Okay.
potential pay was there. But I figured out after 3 years that just wasn't my cup of tea. Before that I'd always worked jobs that were outdoors. You were moving, you know, and that's what I needed. So actually stepped right out of that and went to work for a guy who designed and built above ground storm shelters,
Okay.
steel storm shelters.
Not sunk into the ground at all. Just
No, they bolt to the slab,
okay.
and I was his installer.
All right. Go to the site.
And I had a
measure-
helper, and we
measure it.
loaded these things from where they had 2 or 3 different places building them for them, and we'd load them up and carry them out and put them in people's garages or
Pour the concrete
you know
slab.
on
Whatever.
the slab if it was a new build.
Dynabolt.
Yeah, bolt them down, and I did that for about maybe 2 years, and then that's when I started doing the mail stuff.
Okay.
Again, I just wanted my cup of tea.
Well, you had to get the. Where did you CDL from?
Well, I got it when I started running that mail.
Okay.
We talked about that.
Refresh my memory.
I rode with the owner back and forth for about a week.
Yeah.
Start off, he was driving, and then I was driving
With a license or without one?
without a license.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah. As you do.
rowing across the 2 lanes at night. You know, and then after a couple of weeks of doing that and practicing and whatever, and spending time off the clock back in trailers and
Steering and gearing
Yeah.
and backing into docks.
figuring out how to, manipulate things. Then I took a truck and trailer and went down and tested and
Here's your brand new
Yeah.
license.
got my CDL, and I was off.
Okay. And that was 12 years of Bancroft.
Yeah. Which was, it was all kind of horse shit, and I really hated it running at night back and forth, but, you got to pay your dues, right? So I did that for 2 years, and then I stepped into Bancroft, and that was great for a while, and then it kind of got old, and, like your deal, 10 years of running the same road.
Old Dominion, yeah.
So you just kind of
Suck it up and
change and hope you're stepping up and not down,
yeah.
and not in it. Try not to step in it. So now here I am, happy as a guy can be, I guess. You know,
Pretty happy. You look pretty happy
got
on,
my
on
own,
film.
got my own equipment. It might be old and a little raggedy, but fits me. So
Well, the you got 9 years newer than I have. The 95 that we've got here goes down the road the same as the 2004 next door. What's Robert driving?
90. I think it's a 99. You got class of 99
Class
on
of
the
99
hood.
on the hood.
That's a pretty good
He's going
indicator.
to tell you that. But it still delivers the freight the same, right?
That's right. It that rate per mile, it don't care.
It don't care what kind
year
of kind of
truck it
paint
is,
color or
as long as
whether
it
it's a
gets there.
Peterbilt or a
As long as it
Kenworth or
gets
a
there
Volvo
intact on time, that's all they care about.
My main problem I've got with the industry right now is these damn immigrants. Mainly the ones from mainly the ones from Canada. They're the ones I've got a major problem with. I've got lesser problems with ones from the southern hemisphere. I think they call them they wallabies
Flip-flop
or
wearers.
they chase kangaroos down the road with flip-flops and beat them over the head until they have sexual relationships with them. And I don't know, there's a lot of stories out there, but apparently they're running the roads around here.
Yeah, but
what do you
really,
seriously...
what's the difference? Because they're both subjects of the crown. So, I mean, I guess you got to blame the queen.
Well, this is we're in America right now, so but what are Canadians doing here driving trucks?
You know, it's NAFTA.
NAFTA's
All
the
that
problem.
damn NAFTA.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
And what did Ross Perot say about that?
Bad deal.
Wait to hear the sucking sound.
Yeah.
As it all goes north to Canada. Are you willing to admit that you're an illegal immigrant to this country?
No.
You're not.
I'm legal.
How come?
Well, I did it legal.
Well, how did you do it legal? You married an American, didn't you?
No.
Didn't you?
Crossing this country legal, and I got a legal green card that says resident
alien.
Resident alien.
Have you got you must have your hazmat.
I have my hazmat. I've gone through my background
Card,
checks.
you can legally
got
own
my Twix card. Yeah.
legally own Twix card. Is that like a Twix bars?
And I
have
own guns.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Here's a Twix.
That's why I
got my Twix
reside
card.
in America as a Canadian. Is because I own guns. They don't let you own guns up there. Bunch of
sad.
liberal loons.
Well, where I come from, it's kind of the same.
It's kind of the same thing.
They don't allow you to have guns for some reason. Got no idea why.
Let you have a BB gun.
Would you give me a gun?
Sure.
Okay.
I got extras.
All right. Yeah, it seems it's. I always feel slightly hypocritical about complaining about immigrants to this country's
When you're an immigrant.
yeah.
Yeah,
Want to key up on the mic and say these damn immigrants. Look at these Durkas from California and running down the road with cell phones in their hand. But at the same time, I'm a legal immigrant, but
Yeah.
I'm still just a naturalized citizen. That's all I am.
But at least you sort of speak English, so.
Not really. I mean, you can understand me. If I say
Sometimes.
if I say, oh, Pat, it's time for some rum cake. Let's have some rum cake. You kind of know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
But when you carry on with that, it's about time, It's about time, to stop and get some groceries. I'm like, Pat, speak English to me.
I speak Okie. That's why you I'm an Okie speaking Canadian.
How did you wind up in Oklahoma? Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
That's because my parents drugged me there. I didn't have a choice. When you're 4, you don't really have a choice.
I see you were 4 when you
4,
wound up in
yeah,
Oklahoma. Okay.
yeah,
So you've
yep.
been there the rest of
Raised
your
in
life.
Cowtown, OKC, which back then was a cowtown.
What is Cowtown, OKC? Is there a place called Cowtown,
No,
Oklahoma
but
City?
there's stockyards. I mean, it was just a cow town. I mean, it wasn't like a big time city. I mean, Tulsa was a lot more advanced. It was more oil. There's a lot of oil in Oklahoma City too, though. But oil companies had. But it was just I don't know, just kind of very rural, even for a larger metropolis. One hell of a lot to do. Drive the drive the back roads out in the country and drink beer and go out and shoot bullfrogs in the middle of the night. Some farmer's pond.
Chase skirt and
Yeah, chase skirt.
how long have you been married? How many times have you been married? Let's start with that one.
Oh, shoot. Let me see. I can't count that first one.
No, I
'cause
can't.
We weren't married. We weren't married. I'm on number 3.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay.
Yep. Sad to say. And you know what the common denominator is in that, don't you?
I'm a truck driver or you? You.
It took me a long time to come to that conclusion, but I finally owned up to it.
Well, your wife makes wonderful rum cake.
Oh, yes, she does.
And steaks and green beans, and she sent us off with a whole package. And you,
Tastes-
without enough charcoal to put in the charcoal grill for last night.
It was enough to overcook the steaks. What do you say?
How long have you been married to your wonderful bride?
Well, let's see. From we got married in 2009. So what's that? 15 years? Be 15 years this fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Great gal. Has 3 sons, all married with kids. So we got nine grandkids, 3 of which were inherited through marriage. And
How many kids you got by yourself?
none.
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 Okay.
Like you.
Yeah.
Child,
Barren seed. Barren
I'm a
loins.
childless dog owner.
I'm a childless cat owner. But you love them all the same, don't you? You love them all the same, don't you? You can't
Yeah,
love them
they're
all the same.
they're kids just like we were kids, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Young, dumb, and full of come and goes.
yeah,
And mavericks.
yeah.
Staying on topic.
I guess the hard thing is you can look at what they're doing and where they're going, and you've been there and you've done that, and you're trying to save them from the disaster they're fixing to step into,
Yeah.
and they just don't want to listen.
And they can't see the train
So
wreck coming.
at some point, you got to just say they're just going to have to figure it out the hard way, like I did.
But sometimes it's kind of isn't it a beautiful thing if one's headed for a disaster and you're like, this is going to be a disaster. I can see you in 20 years' time. It's going to be miserable. There's going to be 7 kids and a bunch of grandkids, and there's going to be alimony payments and meth labs, and it's just not going to work. But they're so full of that bright love and energy, like it's all gonna. And you can't be the one to say
you can't dynamite it.
Yeah, you don't want to dynamite it, but
I mean, you're shaking your head thinking, "Oh, this ain't gonna be good." But
there's the train, there's the other train. There's no bypass on here. They're gonna crash head on. But you just got to stand back and go, "Love you. Hope it all works out for you. She seems like a nice gal. I really like him. I really like him, mother. Seems like a top-notch lady." And just see what happens from there.
You know, you plan for the worst and hope for the best. That's all I can say. You know, and leave the rest of it in God's hands and move on. I got a funny story to tell you.
Well, better be funny.
So this this truck driver, he gets pulled in, and this DOT officer. So I'm going to give you a quick driver's test. If you can pass this test, I'm going to let you go on.
Okay.
He says, okay. He says, all right. So you in your truck, you got 40,000 on, you're grossing 80,000, you're coming down this 6% grade. You go to downshift, and you miss that gear, and you can't get it in gear, and you're riding them brakes, and them brakes are getting hot. You're coming to this curve. Quick, what do you do? And he says, well, hell, I'd wake up Leroy. And the DOT officer says, who the hell's Leroy? Oh, Leroy, my swamper.
My swamper?
The swamper. And he says, well, what the hell would you wake Leroy up for? Because Leroy ain't never seen no MF and crash we're fixing to have. That's an old Gene Tracy. And any of the old truck drivers out there, way older than me.
Would know who Gene
Yeah.
Tracy is. Who was Gene Tracy?
He was a comedian, and he did a lot of truck driver, truck
Related.
stop. They call them Gene Tracy's truck stop tapes. And they were 8-track.
Okay.
And hilarious.
Well, go
Absolutely
back.
hilarious.
So 8-track tapes had to be like 1960, mid-60s,
70s,
early
into
70s.
the 70s, early 70s,
Before
yeah.
cassette tapes came along.
Came out probably late 70s, early 80s.
Well before CDs came along, before streaming. And that whole. So,
yeah. So it's 60s, 70s.
Was he on the radio, or was it just recorded?
I don't recall him being on the radio. It's probably too foul to be on the radio, honestly, for sure. Because, I mean, his stuff was real raunchy.
Raunchy, yeah.
Very raunchy, even by today's standards.
Okay. So it got recorded recorded at studios.
And some of them were
comedy albums.
Pretty rough recordings too. I mean, you could tell they were
just hung a mic in front of his face and press play record.
Yeah.
Away you go.
Yeah. That was old school.
So were those kind of passed around, or?
Oh yeah, yeah. And you could buy them in truck stops. It was pretty popular amongst the trucking community back then. But I think he was a truck driver before he started doing it. He was a driver, and so I think he was just a funny guy, and everybody said, oh, you could be a comedian, and so that led to that.
Went off from there. But that would have been tapes handed around like you'd see another driver and say, hey, have you got this? Have you heard the?
Oh yeah,
latest tape?
I had friends that had
Trade.
different tapes than I did, and we'd trade tapes out, and yeah.
So you would have been, when I came in 2004, there was still the phone booths that were around the wall in truck stops.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
remember walking into, and the private booths were still there, where you could open the door and close the door and dial telephone and
call your broker,
phone calling cards. Yeah, to check in with your You were trucking then, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I started trucking before the the cell phone stuff really become popular. There were still phone booths, pagers. People still use pagers, but that was pretty much falling out. They were starting to take those phone booths out, and pretty much by then cell phones were. Of course, they're the old flip phones, analogs, and whatever. And they don't work like the new ones, and you didn't have all the apps and all that stuff. It was basically phone calls and text. That was.
I think the first iPhone came along 2004, 5, 6, somewhere around there was the smartphone. Before then, it was the flip phones with text and.
And I'm always about 4 or 5 years behind technology anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, smartphones were out for years before I ever got one.
And in the last 20, 25 years, that curve has just gone. So if you're not on top of that curve and trying to stay ahead of it, then you get lost behind. And
yeah.
you got to download this app to access your load detail for that, and then
I mean, think about it. I'm trying to think when I got my first computer, and I can't remember the name, the brand name. A very popular at the time, but that was like in the mid late '80s, and it was green screen. It was the old DOS.
MS DOS, where you
Yeah,
had to
and
type prompts. Yeah,
you think back to that, and now something we hold in our hand,
and damn, yeah, which is
and and what we hold in our hand will do 10 million times faster than what that first computer, that old green screen MS DOS would do. Yeah.
I think
You think what 10 years is going to bring?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You and I will be out of a job. These trucks will be driving themselves down the road.
These big oversized loads here, these big
Yeah,
10,
maybe,
10
maybe
foot,
not
10
the
inch wides
oversized.
one.
Yeah, maybe not.
You mean
But
getting lost from JJ Truck and Repair Service in Gallup, New Mexico to going through Gallup, New.
a lot of that freight will
you,
though.
you think a robot will do that?
Mm.
I have my doubts.
Yeah, but your general freight, your OD job,
Yeah,
that'll be
probably.
self-driving trucks. It's
Yep.
just point A to point B.
Point A to point B. Could be done.
And they might have a goober there in the yard that swaps the trailers around and hooks them up and presses a button and off the truck goes.
Or even if you got staff on site to swap trailers out and send it back on its way,
Yeah.
then yeah, by sensor points and I don't know.
I mean, look at the cars I got now, self-driving cars.
Yeah, for the most
Yeah.
part they work okay.
Yeah. I mean, they probably don't wreck any more than human-driven cars, so.
Electric trucks. What do you see the future for
Mm-hmm.
electric trucks?
Oh, I think there's definitely a future. I don't think it's going to happen as quick as some would like, but yeah. And, if you take the driver out of it, you think about it, you take the driver out of the truck, you've eliminated part of that problem. Now, if the truck can only go 400 miles and it's got to recharge,
Mm-hmm.
at least you don't have to worry about, well, now you got a driver you got to pay to sit around and wait or motel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a truck.
Yep.
It just sits there, gets recharged. And they're starting to put in roads now that will actually charge the vehicle as it's going down the road.
Via rumble strips or
No, it's something in the road. I was reading about it here a couple months ago. It's something in the road, very expensive, but it's something in the road, and you have a device that goes on the underside of the vehicle, a car, for instance, and it's kind of like charging your phone without plugging it in.
okay.
Whatever they call that.
That'd work pretty good on US 491, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Full charge, zero charge. Full charge, zero charge. Full charge, zero charge. Full charge, zero charge. All the way from Gallup to Shiprock.
That road right there ran a close second to I-40 through Indiana.
I-70, you mean?
Yeah, I-70.
Yeah.
Yeah, I-70.
On the west side or the east side? The west side's gotten better, but the
A
east
little
side,
better.
east
Little
side
better.
from 70
Oh, shit. Man, that's rough. Yeah, but it's going to happen. I mean, the technology it's going to happen. You can fight it, you can try to delay it, you can put roadblocks up, but it's 20 years ago, would you think that 12-year-old kids would be running around school with a smartphone in their back pocket? No.
probably not.
No. But now they're doing it. You can't stop it. It'll happen eventually once the technology gets there where it's economical. It'll happen. If we're all still here.
If we are all still here. When are you going to retire, Pat?
I don't know. Maybe this year, maybe next year. Maybe the year after. When are you going to retire?
Well, I'm 50 now.
That'd be a good time to retire.
At 50?
Yeah.
What the hell am I going to do till quote unquote retirement? I'm too old for a paper run.
I told you on the way over here what you need to do.
Well,
I gave you the perfect idea.
And I forgot because I'm young and I'm dumb.
Well,
tell me again.
You said that there was more goats meat eaten in the world than
Consumed in the world than beef is.
And I told you need to raise goats. You get property there.
20 acres. We can
put up an electric fence.
Raise some goats.
Goats and one of them big Anatola hairy ass dogs to protect your goats.
And a mule.
They're just and a mule, maybe a llama.
The mules kick the coyotes, don't they?
Yeah.
They protect
a
them.
llama. They're highly protective.
Yeah.
You notice that? You see a llama out there in the pasture with the goats or the sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you could do. You could be a goat herder.
Need to do.
Flip-flop wearing truck driver, gone flip-flop wearing goat herder.
I still like truck driving. I like driving I've actually liked it the last few days running around with you, and the last couple of times we have, is because it's more fun to run with.
It is more
somebody
fun.
else or 3 or 4 like we've done before.
Right.
Yes, there are some pain in the ass moments that come along with that, like Mr.
You talking about me again?
Yeah, Mr. lost a brake chamber yesterday and jacked around with that, and I could have been further up the road, but oh no. But where would we have been is pretty much in the same place here, ready to unload in the morning. So why not kind of help out a buddy and have some fun along the way?
Yeah, it's nice running with other people that you enjoy being around, like, talking to and whatever. And, that's the only thing about doing, especially in older equipment, running all over the country. I mean, breakdowns are going to happen.
Yeah.
And you can't control when they're going to happen. I mean,
that's your ashtray, by the way.
You can kind of eliminate some of that by
Give me
good maintenance practices, but so it's
something we'll give out.
It's just nice knowing you got somebody else with you if you do break down.
You can get sorted.
Yeah, help you or chase down a part or.
When that happened yesterday, I thought about when I was east it was about Vale that happened, and it was the main supply line. It was a plastic line, and it just for no reason, not rubbing against anything, just blew out and dropped all the air and flat spotted the tires.
Vale, Colorado.
Yeah, traveling westbound up a hill.
Oh shit!
And I had like 15 seconds to same thing. Air pressure drops out.
Get somewhere safe and
get somewhere safe, which is just off the road, and without flat spotting the truck tires. And after you slow down to like 10 miles an hour, you can't drag that thing anywhere. Everything's locked up, and it was just that one line, and I didn't have that one fitting. But I like yesterday, it rung through my mind, and I thought, well, if Pat was behind me, he might have had a couple of fittings and a piece of airline. I had some of the stuff, but not all the stuff.
Yeah.
And after a $450 roadside call out, just for a dumb plastic line, that you wouldn't think
two fittings
that wasn't
and a foot
rubbing on anything that was.
You got $25 worth of parts that are really should be $5, and it costs you $450.
Yeah, for a guy to come out 15 miles from town.
Well, I told you
same
about
thing.
Well, fuel filters clogging up on me going up to Des Moines.
Yep.
I got bad fuel. At Love's. Don't buy from Love's. I got bad fuel. My fault.
Hey, Love's is actually one of my sponsors on my much watched YouTube channel. I mean, everybody
Did you
watches
say
this.
they are one of your sponsors, or they
There is
were?
at least
One.
three or four followers on this channel. This channel here. Yeah.
Now you
Too
have
much.
one less sponsor.
Now I'm broke. What am I going to do in retirement now?
Well, if they quit putting that remanned oil in their fuel at 20%,
So your fuel filter's clogged.
okay. The fuel filter was clogged. So I had fuel filters. Guess what I didn't have?
Filter wrench.
Filter wrench. You know why? Because I took it out of the truck, changed the filters on my tractor, and I left it
At
in
the
the shop.
house.
Yeah. So that was a $350 mistake.
Yeah.
Because I had to call road service to come out there, which was the closest one was like 30 some odd miles away.
Just with a dumb filter wrench.
Come out there and bring me some diesel fuel, a little pump up can, and
Did you try the leather belt trick around it?
and I tried everything, everything other than driving a screwdriver through it
Through it. Yeah.
and turning it. Which I would have done that, but you know how those location of those filters on that cat, that one is just about impossible to get to like that. So there you go. You know. Now, had I been running with you or Tony or, you know,
I got a filter wrench in my box.
or some of these other guys that I've run with,
Yep.
yeah, somebody would have had a filter wrench.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's another advantage to what you were saying. You might not have something, but the other guy just might.
That's like tip number one is have 3 sets of tools. One for the shop, one for the truck, one for the garage, and a little pink carry case for the wife in the house, just in case she needs to. You know that pink carry case in the house, don't you?
Yeah.
When I need to fix stuff while hubby's away, I can take care of it in pink fashion.
Yeah, just one of them things, you know.
But yeah, it is kind
But
of
like,
nice.
well, it's like we were talking the other day, though. I mean, you know, you only got so much space. You know, how many spare parts can you carry on a truck? You know, I mean, you just at some point
Spend another $4,000, $6,000, $8,000. Put more toolboxes on the and step decks are even worse, like you've seen with mine. Well, and with yours, it's the same. You know, to stuff extra bottle jacks and impact wrenches and sockets and carry a mounted spare and
which, by the way,
tarps.
just for your knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
I do have a air-driven 20-ton bottle jack on my truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to follow you around more often, just in case.
Now, have I got my hoses all set up and everything so it will work? No. But I do have the jack. So if somebody else has got air and a hose, we're good to go.
We're good to go. Unless you lost all the air.
Yeah, unless you lose all the air.
I see where this is going.
Oh yeah. But that's what makes trucking exciting. If it wasn't for stuff like that, you'd just be, you know, driving around aimlessly, you know, for $1. But that's what makes it fun.
Waiting for shit to break.
Yeah. And overcooking steaks on a toolbox out in
And that
stop.
is one thing that we did do last night that I've heard about for years and years is break out the charcoal grill and grill some steaks. Sure, it was only you and I, and there was nobody around to join us in the fun, but we did.
Yeah, and we'll do it again. And hopefully I'll get better at it. If I don't, you'll be in charge of cooking the steaks.
Number one, bring more charcoal.
Bring more charcoal. The candle wax starters did work though.
Yes, they did.
So we determined that worked. Don't have to carry.
We didn't set trucks on fire.
Yeah. We could put diesel fuel on there in a pinch.
Diesel fuel fired steaks. I wonder how that would taste. No, yeah. I can already imagine. That would be terrible.
If you don't smell like diesel fuel, you're not trucking. That's the way.
Anymore, I hate the smell of the.
Oh, I do.
I used to like the smell of diesel smoke in the morning.
I was the
And
same way. No, I
even
just
Gretchen
hate.
says the same. And now it's just I can't stand the smell of that stuff. I can't stand the smell of it on my clothes.
I tell you what, the worst is when they first started those regen trucks, and they'd start regenning, you'd have one in front of you, and it just like blowing out this smell like kerosene. Oh, just gag you.
Dosing.
If you happen to be next one that went into regen mode at the truck stop in the middle of the night, oh, you wake up with a headache, your eyes are all burning and red. And I'm glad those days are over for the most part. That's another reason to buy a glider and put a pre-emission engine in it. Don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Or logs.
Well, logs. I mean, comes along with the crowd that we're least onto, either way. But just the if something does break, it's not that hard to fix.
Yeah. And actually, those older trucks, they got a lot less stuff on them to potentially go wrong. These guys run these newer trucks, and things that they have the most problem with all wraps around that def and that regen and all that crap. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it. Uh, well, it's been dark 30 for about an hour now.
Yeah. What time is it?
I told Mom I was going to call her today, and I still haven't called her.
You need to.
And she's an hour later than me. I might be wise to send a text tonight.
Sound really tired. Going to bed. She was saying that I'm leading you astray.
Oh, then they're paving the highway in front of my house. So hopefully by the time I get home, that'll be done.
You can tear that new blacktop up, turning into your driveway.
I just hope they don't leave a great big old drop off lip at my driveway. I hope they blend that. Surely they will, because I got about 30 foot of asphalt off the highway going to my property line, so hopefully they'll
Smooth that in.
Mm,
You look tired, Pat.
I am
How old are you? Seriously?
34. Counting backwards.
What are you
That's
going
one
to
of
give it up?
those. That's one of those math problems.
When are you going to stop trucking?
Well, you know what they say.
What do they say?
Old truckers never die. They just get a new Peterbilt.
Well, I thought when you drive out on I-70 between St. Louis and Effingham, somewhere around there, there's a place on the north side.
Is there a Holden for?
No, there.
Oh.
Is there a Durka.
Hope they don't get
There's
your
a
truck.
place on the north side, and they got this entertainment center there that you can climb walls and like up on logs and hurdles and stuff like that. Looks like a fun place. And then just next to that, it's all surrounded by barbed wire. And I was driving along there one day, and a trucker said, "Oh, that's the place for old retired truck drivers." I said, "Really? That's interesting. What's with all the razor barbed wire there?"
Wire.
He says, "Oh, that's so they can make sure that the lot lizards they can't get in, so those old retired truck drivers can get some rest at nights." I said, "Oh, really? Okay." Didn't realise that was the case.
Yeah, I know where that spot is. I know exactly where that spot is.
I think it's actually a penitentiary,
Yeah.
but it could be an old truck driver's retired home.
Retirement home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there might be some retirement age truck drivers in there.
For various reasons that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, another day.
Another buck.
I'd feel a lot better about this situation if we could load tomorrow.
What, in Ogden?
Yeah.
Nah. Well, nah. We gotta get empty
But
here
it doesn't
first.
sound like that's an option, so.
We gotta get empty here first.
Yeah, we'll get empty here and have another slack day. Go get some parts and supplies and
Regroup and
yeah, check the trucks over for
Why
potential hazards and
why you starting to get antsy about Ogden? Because Ribbity Robbity 6-cylinder Bob over there said that they only load from 7 till 11 and that's it.
on Friday, I guess. Maybe that's just a Friday thing. Could be.
I'm sure they'll get all their loads out.
Well, if they want that load to go, they'll get it loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's well.
it's gonna go. It's gotta go.
I just don't like sitting around, you know. I like to unload, go load, turn
Reload.
around and
Get
start
it on the
going.
truck. We're schizophrenics, aren't we? Get it off the
Pretty much.
truck. Get it on the truck. Get it off the truck. Get it back on the truck.
It's sitting around that wears me out way more than the driving. What I hate is you spend 6, 7, 8 hours between, getting someplace, getting loaded, strapping, tarping, you know,
When was the last time you
and
topped? Seriously?
and then it's like you're starting your day, but you've already got 8 hours in of jacking around, and you're trying to get some miles in for the day, and you're already tired, and you're just now starting your trip. That's what I hate. I like to go load early in the morning, get it over with, and then
Get on the road.
just get on the road.
Get to the next spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking you'd be wise to start heading east first opportunity you get after you get loaded.
Yeah, more than likely. I'll find out.
Try to
Find
get
out on Friday.
300 or 400 miles.
It's 1,500 miles for 2 and a bit days.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get 300 of that, on
Thursday.
Friday, then
But
you got two 600-mile days.
I want to jack around with Michael and drop in and see Sawmill and, but visit a bit,
You should have done that
socialize a
tonight.
bit. Well, one's over in Wyoming and one's up.
Yeah, well,
You can't do those things.
yeah.
Last words of wisdom. Kids don't drive a truck. Kids do drive a truck. Kids stay at school longer. Kids get a college degree.
I don't have a problem with kids driving a truck.
If you were your 18 or 21-year-old self.
If you like that kind of lifestyle, you know.
How do you know if you like the lifestyle?
It's like anything. You got to do it for a while. You figure out whether you like it or not.
How do you know if you like it if you haven't done it for a while?
You just got to do it for a while. But it's do that or whatever it is that fits you. That's what I tell them. It doesn't matter what it is. If it fits you, you like doing it, it's not going to be a job. It's going to be something you enjoy doing that somebody's going to pay you to do. As long as there's income potential.
Yeah.
Trade school, I think, is, if you're a hands-on person, not a bookworm brainiac, you don't need to be going to college. I went to college 2 years. I didn't belong there.
What did you study in?
I it was first 2 years. It's just basic crap, Didn't even really even get into anything that would be,
What was the degree in, or the?
I was looking at computer science.
Okay.
But which if that was my forte and I enjoyed doing it, I would have excelled at it and it would have been okay. But I like to do things with my hands. I was a builder. I like to build things. I like to take things apart, fix them, and do that kind of stuff. And so I mean, it was a good life event. It wasn't a waste, but at least I figured it out in 2 years, not after 4 years, going on 6.
8, 10 years later, yeah.
Yeah. I got a friend of mine, and his son has been in college now for, I don't know, 14 years. Yeah. I mean, he's now he's working underneath some professor, and they're getting grants, and they're doing this research and that research. So he's a researcher, but not in the private sector, in an academic. Which I guess if he's doing good work and good research, and it's
Benefiting society
yeah,
somehow.
better for society, it's all good. But
14 years is a long time to spend in education.
yeah, yeah. Oh, my friend.
Oh shit, we better go to bed and figure things out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, new day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get all your batteries charged up enough to do your.
Already done my drone research. We got it all packaged up.
Is everything ready for tomorrow morning?
For Maverick
show
to sidle up to them and say, hey.
You're gonna get up a little early to beautify yourself.
Put my boots on and put some clean jeans on and my.
You're gonna put on your special
reflective vest and my brain bucket. And
you're gonna put on them special
you
boots.
You watch. I'm gonna I'm gonna get my clipboard. This is the key. This is the key, dude.
Clipboard.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Walk around with your hard hat and your clipboard.
Clipboard and pen is the key, and you have to have the clipboard out and a pen ready. Have your brain bucket on. Get a blue brain bucket if you can. Hard hat.
I don't have a blue one.
You need to get a blue one. Blue Man Group. Anyway. And have the clipboard out and your pen ready, and just kind of look at things. Readers, some form of eyeglass wear is always good. Just kind of scan and take some notes. Scan, take some notes. Scan, take some notes. And before long, they'll all crowd towards you. Oh, are you supervisor here in church? I can direct you to the person that you need to do. Just stand over there for a minute. There, keep walking around. Clipboard, pen, brain bucket, safety vest, hard hat, boots, jeans.
How come I'm getting the feeling you've done this before?
They say you can't shit a shitter.
Yeah. Oh well, I just hope it all goes quick and uneventful tomorrow.
Yeah, it should do.
Yeah. At least we have a nice, cool but not cold night. Light breeze.
Perfect sleeping weather.
We'll have a beautiful sunrise coming up over the
I don't know what we're going to do about breakfast. I got coffee, but breakfast I can't tell you.
Coffee will carry me until we get unloaded, and then
we got rum cake
and rum cake. That's all we need. Cup of coffee and slice of rum cake.
Yeah.
That'll get us until we're done, and then we got the rest of the day to.
Do we tell Robert about the rum cake, or just keep
it on?
We
No, we'll offer him some rum cake. Yeah.
Okay. And coffee?
Yeah. We probably ought to finish the rum cake up tomorrow. It might not be good.
Day 5 beyond that. Think so?
We're day 4 now.
Day 4 on rum cake?
Yeah, but it is rum cake. It might last a month.
It's only fake rum in there, right?
Well, it went in real rum, but when it comes out, it's fake rum.
Yeah, yeah, it kind
All
of
the
got
good stuff gets cooked out of it.
it kind of got it kind of got me on the shoulder there when we pulled onto 191 North, and I said, man, I got to stop. I was just nibbling on that rum cake just a little bit, just a little bit, little bit. I was giggle, giggle, giggle. It'll be all right.
You think it was rum cake? No.
It's either that or your steak and the green beans with the bacon and the garlic powder and the onion powder. Now, don't get me wrong, the green beans were good, and so was the baked potato. But I'm just saying, I think the catalyst is what they call
I'm
it.
still blaming it on whatever it was that looked like a
That
bloody
that
mess that
nasty
you ate
shit
for
from
breakfast and Lisa's.
Lisa's truck stop.
Yeah.
Fuck me running.
It cost you to, what would you call that? Weep?
Red Rooster
What would you
and
call
whatever
that?
the
I'm
bullshit it was.
I'm leaking. That's what you said.
They,
I'm leaking.
I was
Your face turned red.
I was perspiring profusely from my facial regions after they desecrated a chicken fried steak. That was the worst chicken fried steak I've had for a long time.
That looked
And
like
then
one of those.
I wanted hash browns, and it went on home fried, which was okay. And with the red chili, is that red? How hot's that red chili? Oh, it's okay, okay. And then, yeah, no, it wasn't a good result.
I knew that was going to have an after effect that you were not going to enjoy.
I'm not sure if my sphincter rose up and slapped my brain, or my small intestines grew up and slapped my sphincter, but yeah, something came back to the brain to say, just don't do that again. And listen to Pat when Pat said, just go for the chicken steak and gravy with the eggs. You'll be a lot better. No, I had to be adventurous.
Yeah, well, being adventurous when you're at home.
And close to a toilet
Yeah,
is one thing.
Yeah, you can duck walk 5 steps to the toilet.
Yep.
A whole new reality when you're driving down the road and you feel that feeling. You go, up, whoa.
Oh. The internals have got me again.
Well, there is hope for you, though. We could just dress you in Depends in the morning and you'll be good to go all day. Wouldn't matter. You
Hey,
eat
wasn't
whatever.
there that NASA astronaut that drove across
The
country?
crazy one that
Yeah, the crazy one to the ex-husband, and she wore Depends. She knew what was going on. You could stop and take a break every now and then, girl. Nope, Depends all the way. I'm gonna go and attack the ex, whatever it was, boyfriend, husband.
I tell you what, I got a $20 bill that says,
say, boy, I tell you what.
boy, I tell you
Boy,
what.
I tell you what.
I got a $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
I said, boy.
I said, boy, I said, boy, I got a $20 bill that says.
If if you ask Robert if he's riding in his Depends.
Oh, oh, that's mean, Pat.
And he'll answer, well, it depends. Depends on whether I ate at Lisa's or not. I should have taken a picture of that. That was a bloody mess. And you devoured all of it. Left a few potatoes, a little,
I left about
little
a third
chili.
of it.
I hate to see what you do to a good chicken fried steak, because you slaughtered that bad chicken fried steak.
A good chicken fried steak, I would have devoured quite happily. That's possibly one of the worst chicken fried steaks I've ever encountered. But the options just weren't there. Well, I mean, they were. I should have gone for the omelette. It's always choices when you get a menu in front of you. Like you said, you got that friend that just picks over the menu for 45 minutes. It's like, here's the menu, figure it out. 5 minutes later, what do you want to eat?
Yeah.
My brain goes like about 3 places. Shouldn't do that. That's a safe bet. That sounds interesting. And I always go, shouldn't do that. Normally, I'll go,
That's why.
hey, Pat, what are you having? And you'll go,
I
biscuits
told
and
you.
gravy. I'm like, well, I don't like biscuits. And you're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm from New Zealand. And you're like, well, that's your fault. I was like, okay, it's back to that one or that one. Okay, let's go back to the one you shouldn't have. And that's where it wound up.
Yeah. It's all in the mouth.
It's a formula.
And what's wrong with biscuits? Biscuits and gravy
It's
is
just fucking wrong.
oh. Well, I didn't have the trots
Well,
for 24 hours, so what's wrong with it?
I'm 24 hours, just my guts. But what I'm saying is that in New Zealand, they call like scones. Scones. Let's
Yeah,
have some scones and jam jelly.
yeah, but those are like an alley brick. I mean, alley biscuit, a brick.
They're the same damn thing as
No,
a biscuit
they're-
over here.
The scones
but
are
just,
hard, aren't they? I mean,
depends who cooks them. I mean, you can put some different stuff in scones.
depends on whether they're fresh or they're a day old.
Bottom line, I never liked scones. I came over here, they got biscuits, didn't like them either. Sausage gravy, top notch. Waffle House, 10-4. Scatter them,
Well, why didn't
smother
you
them,
order pancakes
cover
with
them, put some
sausage gravy on it? Or just had them bring you bread. Say, can I just get sausage and gravy on Texas toast? You probably don't like Texas toast either.
Well, they delivered Texas toast. Did I eat any of it?
That'd be like a breakfast version of shit on a shingle.
Pretty much, but it's like,
Yeah.
here's a massive overload of carbohydrates. Would you like a massive overload of carbohydrates
That's
on a
right.
side plate?
You're trying to watch your figure, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am. My ghoulish figure. I have to watch my ghoulish figure.
That's the advantage I have. I can eat the fuck whatever I want, and I won't gain a pound.
That's a good thing, actually. Enjoy it while you can. Tom over the road, bless his heart. He eats all he can. He's 120 pounds dripping wet.
Oh, don't let me forget. We gotta go to Walmart tomorrow. We gotta get ice cream. Oh, we should get cake and ice cream.
Cake and ice cream at Walmart? That's the reason we're going to Walmart? What about things like water and coffee
Well, we need to get
and
bread
zip ties?
and coffee.
Zip ties for all the hookers that we get.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
all the hookers that you kidnap and zip tie up. Because I told you, my wife said, "Why are you buying all these zip ties?" I was like, "Honey, I zip tie things to things, on occasion." Well, you buy an awful lot of zip ties, and they're not just regular strength zip ties; they're heavy strength, like 300-pound lifting weight. I'm like, well, sometimes some of the things that I zip tie, they put up a fight, and well, I just don't want them to get released into the wild or onto the side of the road. So I need good zip ties. And she looks at me sideways, and I say, "Honey, have you been watching those crime shows with a lot of truck drivers that tend to zip tie?" Yeah.
Zip tie unsuspecting women.
So we're not buying any more zip ties tomorrow. We don't need ice cream.
Oh, hey, you got like 400 of them in that toolbox. I don't know.
Well, I forget some.
I mean, there's one thing to, be a little prepared, but you're a little anal about it. You probably saved 10% if you ordered 400, didn't you?
I don't like the term anal. I prefer OCD.
Well.
OZTD. Obsessive zip tie disorder. Something along those lines.
All right, on that note.
Getting out of here?
Yep. Time to go. Oh, hell, I better zip my britches.
Oh, hell. If
Damn thing come out of there, I'm liable to trip over it.
What am I going to do with an hour and 24 minutes?
I don't know. Chop it up.
I'll figure it out. Chop it up.